Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sonic review, and today's review will be Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for the Sega Genesis. Sonic 3 was meant to be the biggest Sonic game of all time, with tons of zones, multiple playable characters, and new abilities, so let's see if they succeeded. The game starts off with Sonic and Tails flying to Angel Island before they get interrupted by the sudden appearance of new character Knuckles the Echidna, who steals the Chaos Emeralds. So the first zone, Angel Island Zone, is a fantastic starting zone. It's fast-paced, tons of areas to explore, and the music is great. You're also introduced to those new abilities I mentioned, the Elemental Shields. The Bubble Shield, which protects you from drowning and gives you the ability to bounce. The Flame Shield, which protects you from fire and gives you the ability to dash forward for a speedy attack. And the Lightning Shield, which attracts rings and gives you the ability to double jump. The Elemental Shields are awesome and very fun to use. Sonic himself also has a new ability where he surrounds himself with a shield for a split second by tapping the jump button twice. Although personally I didn't find this too useful. Anyway, continuing with the zones, there's Hydro City Zone. Yes, Hydro City and not Hydrocity. This zone is fucking great. Not only does it have my favorite piece of music in the game, but also it's my favorite water level out of all of classic Sonic. Marble Garden Zone is pretty good, but nowhere near as good as the previous two. I was never a fan of these spinning tops that you had to use to break down the pillars. Carnival Night Zone is next, and it's pretty fun for the most part. A bit better than Marble Garden, but the music gets kinda annoying after a while. Then there's Ice Cap Zone, which is a lot of people's favorites. I personally like Hydro City a bit more, but I really like Ice Cap too. It starts with an awesome snowboarding section, which you don't actually control. The music is great too, as if that even needs to be said. Then there's Launch Base Zone, which can be pretty tricky at times, but is overall pretty fun. Then there's, oh, that's it. Yeah, only 6 zones in this game, which is way less than Sonic 2. That's weird, but oh well. Although I will say that this game is very consistent in the quality of its zones. The only gripe I have is that I think the acts go on for just a little bit too long, but this isn't that big of a deal considering how fun the majority of it is. I also really like the detail they put in where you have an animation between each zone, showing how Sonic and Tails got there. It's a really good detail that most wouldn't care about. Alright, now it's time for the boss fights. There are now mini-bosses at the end of the first act, and I have to say I thought the boss fights were easily the hardest part about the game. Angel Island and Hydro City are fairly easy, but Marble Garden and Carnival Night increases the difficulty with the bosses. Ice Cap is where the bosses really get hard. Launch Base is also really hard, especially the final boss of the game, which has 2 phases, the second being ridiculously hard in my opinion. Also, the special stages are pretty good. They're not as good as Sonic CDs, but they're better than 1 and 2s. However, I use save states to get all the Chaos Emeralds and get Super Sonic because, well, I'm really bad at the Sonic 3 special stages. So that's Sonic 3, and even though it had less zones than Sonic 2 for some reason, I still really like it. It's much harder than Sonic 1, 2, and CD, but that doesn't stop it from still being fun. I'm gonna give Sonic the Hedgehog 3 a 8.5 out of 10. So yeah, I love Sonic 3. I think it's really great. It's not my favorite Sonic game. I still think Sonic 2 is a bit better, but yeah, I still love it. It's absolutely fantastic. So I bet many of you are expecting me to say that next review will be Sonic and Knuckles, but actually I'm going to be reviewing Sonic Drift next for the Sega Game Gear. Yeah, and there might not be a gaming review next week, and that's because I might be changing up my schedule. My Haunted Life reviews are ending, and so I want to kind of replace my Haunted Life with something. But that might mean I will be switching up the game reviews as well to have them released bi-weekly instead of every Friday. So I'll go into more depth about that maybe in my Haunted Life video, or I might just save it for next week. But there will be a video on Friday next week, but it might not be a gaming. It might not be Sonic Drift, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I look forward to that. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good night.